Today, I want to speak to you about the practice of mindfulness. A lot of us are talking about it, and we would love to learn how to practice it. The first thing I want to do is explain to you what mindfulness means. To become mindful is to bring your attention to the present. Now, while we understand the value in paying attention to the present, we understand why this practical suggestion is made over and over again. Sometimes we struggle with the process. So I want to simplify this process and put it into steps for you so that this can become an easier practice for you. The first thing to become conscious of in the practice of mindfulness is your breath work. Become conscious of how you're breathing. Once you become conscious of your breathing, you slow it down. Conscious breathing is important in multiple ways. It has so many advantages, not just physical, but also neurobiological. It helps to undo the impact of cortisol, which is a stress hormone. So it's very important that we understand the significance of good, healthy breath work. A simple exercise, simple breathing technique is to breathe in at the count of 4, hold for 2, and release at 6. Another easy to practice breathing exercise and increasing the capacity of your lungs is to breathe in. Recognize that there's still more space in your lungs and breathe in more. And if you can take in some more, breathe in yet again and then exhale. So what you're doing is, like you would be filling air in a balloon, you do it in bits. When you do this, you realize that very often you're not filling in the full capacity of your lungs. So you are increasing the capacity, you're becoming aware that you can take in more air, and then you exhale, take a deep exhale and get all of that out. When you're doing this breath work, what it's doing is it's also giving you a consequential thought pause. And to be able to pause in our absolutely crazy, busy, hectic lives, and it is not necessarily busy in terms of actions or behaviors that are observable, but busy in the sense of just thinking. We're constantly busy thinking about things, bouncing between one emotion and the other. So what breathing will do is it'll slow down, eventually help you get that pause to be able to be present. In that pause, you start focusing on your body. You become aware of your body. You become aware of your surroundings. How you use that? You will use your senses. We have our ears, our nose, touch or tactile ability. So use various, our vision, use your various senses to be able to come to the present. Become aware of your pulsating, beating heart. Become aware of your organs. Become aware of skin and bones. Become aware of the breath going in, coming out. Become aware of every tightened muscle, clenched fist, shoulder pain, back pain, headache, ears. So become aware of your entire body. And then you also become aware of what's outside of you. So, you can close your eyes, pay attention to what you can hear. Pay attention to the play between the sounds. Pay attention to the rhythm between the sounds, even if the sounds are not the same. Pay attention to all of the sounds of your family members, the clinking of cutlery, sitting right in your living room, on the dining table, in the bedroom. Just become aware of all the sounds. Key is detachment. This sound is better than that one. I like to hear this one and I'm paranoid about the other one. So you have to get 5 minutes where you can just hear those sounds without wanting to jump into an intervention. You could also use smell. What are the various things that you are being able to smell? You could also use a focal point and use vision. The idea is to slow your body processes down, to slow your breathing down, and to slow down your thoughts such that you're able to get a pause and become aware of your present. Extremely important, a beautiful, very powerful, very liberating exercise. Very often you'll observe that your attention wanders. You hear a sound and suddenly you're thinking about something else. Sometimes there's no stimulus and you're just concerned about the day ahead, or you're still upset about what happened yesterday. That's fine. Become conscious that you drifted and bring your thoughts back to a pause and to the present. This makes you aware of your body inside out, and it is an extremely important exercise for us to be able to relax and become mindful of what's happening within us and outside. Sometimes you will be able to hear your own thoughts. This will also give you lots of information about what are the things that you're thinking about repeatedly. What is causing certain perceptions, what is causing certain emotions, why do you behave in certain ways. So it is a very crucial start point, the nucleus of mindfulness practice. Mindfulness does not need incredible amount of training. You have to understand the rationale behind it, and you have to understand the practice. It's not something that we can easily achieve in a day. So don't be hard on yourself. Practice it over and over again. Revisit it. Like I said, attention will wander. That's very normal, and just keep bringing it back to the present moment and become conscious and mindful of the present. I don't want to sound like a pessimist, but I'll be a realist if I say that stress is a part of life. It's normal, it's natural, and it's not going away anywhere. To a certain extent, it's even good for us. The way we change our response to stress or our experience of stress will ensure better health, happiness, and functionality. And do remember, the most crucial thing that this needs practice. You could even set phone timers or mental timers. So for example, you're going to do a small mindfulness practice before your first cup of tea or coffee in the morning, or every time you sit in the car, or just before sleeping, or at your work desk. So this will give you a reminder that it's time to invest a little bit in yourself.